Hey guys, and welcome back to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I'm taking a look at another B&M exclusive, the 11th Doctor set. The figures come packaged in this window box featuring the Collector's Series style guide used over the last few years, and is probably going to be one of the last times we see it in use now that there's been a shift to the new logo and style guide. Out of the box, the figures look pretty good, and I was fortunate enough to grab not only the last set in the shop, but one that had no paint app issues. So we'll go through chronologically, starting with the most interesting repaint in the set, which is Amy Pond as seen in Let's Kill Hitler. The figure is a standard repaint of the Series 5 Victory of the Daleks figure, which features swivel joints at the neck, shoulders, biceps, forearms, elbows, waist, thighs and knees, with a T-crotch joint allowing the legs to move forward and out to the sides. Details wise, I've got to say they've done an excellent job making the most of this sculpt. The paint apps on the hair features a range of washes that help bring out the finer details of the sculpt, and the same can be said of the paint used to create the denim effect on the jacket. It works really well. The only issue we encounter is the rolled up sleeves and the sculpted fur portion of the jacket, but those are minor quibbles. The details of the two pink shirts also do a good job of replicating the pattern on the original costume, and again, despite the sculpt not matching the actual costume's tailoring, it does work well. Other details like the necklace and watch are still present, and the paint apps are crisp with no sign of bleeds. The same goes for the skirt and the belt, which features two shades of brown and the studs painted silver. Again, all of the paint apps are applied very well. Then to finish off we have the ugly orange tights and the leather cowboy boots, with a grey wash to add the effect that they're leather. So all in all, if you're after a new Amy Pond, they've done an excellent job here. Next we have Oswin Oswald, which is more of a straight re-release with some tweaks more than anything else. She features all of the same articulation as Amy, but with the addition of half ball jointed shoulders, allowing them to come out to the sides, and the same for her elbows, allowing them to swivel out to the sides too. Detail wise, they've added a light brown wash to the hair to add some depth and detail to it, and the paint apps on the face don't seem quite as good as the original release, I have to say. She suffers from the same dead-eyed stare as the Brigadier in the other set, and on this version she isn't wearing lipstick. Regardless, it's still a great sculpt of Jenna Coleman, and the only major difference is the utility belt now has a rusted quality to the utensils, which, as far as I can tell, is actually more accurate to the belt on screen. It's a nice figure if you missed out on the original, and she stands up a million times better too. However, I'd have much preferred a new Clara variant, even if it meant painting the outfit onto the existing dress sculpt. Finally, we have a new version of the 11th Doctor from the Snowmen. He has all the articulation of Amy Pond, but with the additional articulation at the shoulders. And detail-wise, it's the old familiar 11th Doctor sculpt that has great paint apps and a similar brown wash to the hair as with Oswin. Costume-wise, it's the same sculpt as the previous Snowmen 11th Doctor, but with muted colours, and honestly, it's probably more accurate for it. The waistcoat is black this time round, which is closer to how it appears on screen, even though it's actually more of a purple in real life. Once again, you can remove the head and put the original top hat head, or the Old Man 11 on instead. I imagine the only reason that they didn't include the top hat head was because it wouldn't fit in the box. The paint apps here are pretty good overall, with the gold on his chain and the pinstripes on his shirt. There's even a slight wash to bring out the details on his boots. Overall, it's not as exciting as the 1970s set, but there is a really nice new variant of Amy and a slightly more accurate version of Oswin and the 11th Doctor. So this is a good set to get if you missed out on that original 11 and Oswin 2-pack from Forbidden Planet. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you soon for another Doctor Who action figure review.